Hello, my dear friends. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. I just come to you today with a wonderful message, not from me. It is from God Himself. He is sending the message to the whole world. Merry Christmas. I am sending my own son. My beloved son is coming to you. So you should be all happy. Is it relevant today to have the Son of God among us? I would say, first and foremost, God is deciding Himself to come to this world. He just wants to experience what really the human life is. Especially the human beings or the whole creation have both sides, my dear friends. One side, it is the joyful moment where somebody is feeling loved and one is happy and he is or she is laughing and enjoying life and so on. But the other side, the human being is having also problems, sorrows, sicknesses, death. A human being is actually in the middle position of good and bad, good and evil. Especially this is the aspect which the human being is struggling. How to go about, how to live a life, how to make a life happier. For that, my dear friends, God is trying to come to this world. He wants to become a human being just to experience the sufferings and the disappointments of the human beings. It is enormous that God is deciding it. Actually, He is beyond time and space. He is in full consciousness and He is just there. This God is deciding to come to a world where there is time and space are constrained. Especially, my dear friends, He wants to become a human being just to experience what the human beings experience in their lives. In some other religions like Hinduism, we also see that God is taking incarnation just to give a good principle to the human beings. But in Christianity, it is entirely different, my dear friends. God is becoming a human being not just to give some principles or some theory to the people. On the contrary, He is suffering Himself. That means He is enduring in this big space of the human beings that we see already by the birth of Jesus Christ. Especially, He is born of a woman who is not married. That means in the time of Jesus, it was actually a big sin to be pregnant without having married. There itself we see that it was not a good beginning according to the world. Then afterwards, we see, my dear friends, he's coming to Bethlehem in the womb of his mother, and nobody is allowing or nobody is giving a shelter so that he can come to the world normally. The people, they close their doors and they don't give any room for Mary to give birth to Jesus. At the end, he is coming in a kind of cattle place. That means where the animals are there. It is in a very, very difficult situation, and he is coming in this way. We cannot just imagine that God, the creator of the whole world, He comes in this way that in the last place of the human beings. There itself we see, my dear friends, He is just ignored or He is not welcomed. At the same time, He is visited by the people who are actually at the edge of the society. That means the people who were with the sheep, the shepherds, they come and they visit That means he belongs from the beginning to the people who are not accepted by the society. That we see, my dear friends, the whole life of Jesus till he dies on the cross. He is really enduring a lot of pain from this world, and he is experiencing the whole thing. That means the message of Christmas is for me that God is taking so much step to go through the sufferings of the world. That makes Jesus as really a great redeemer. That means he is not just giving a principle or theory or lesson to the people. On the contrary, he is suffering. That means he is suffering in the sense he is taking the sufferings of the people to himself. That is why we say that he is the redeemer, because he is not the person who is just giving a lesson. On the contrary, through his sufferings, he is showing that God is really with them. My dear friends, God is becoming a human being just to go through the sufferings of the world. And secondly, the human beings should know that Jesus Christ is suffering for them, and he is accepting the sufferings of the world just to help us to go through the suffering. That is the real message which I am also getting this time. That means if I am suffering, if I am thinking of Jesus, if I am praying to Jesus, he knows how this suffering should be, and he is going along with me, and he is also crying with me when I am having these problems, when I am ignored, or when I am not allowed by like other people, or when I have real pain in my heart and so on. That means Jesus is going along with me. And secondly, he is not just going along with me, he is showing a new world of God. That means if God is suffering with you, you are blessed. That means you can go through the sufferings, but the sufferings will not have the final end. That we see in his own life, my dear friends, that his death on the cross was not the final. On the contrary, he is coming to life. He is resurrecting. That means he is coming to the resurrection. That means the everlasting life is actually the end of all. That means all of us who are going through this world, who are living in this life, we should understand that the life will go ahead. The life is given to us. And if we really believe in Jesus, then we will one day end with the sufferings of the world, and we will go to the everlasting life. My dear friends, till we live here, we have a lot of things to do. Like Jesus, as he lived in this world only 33 years, he is really showing how a human life can be good. I mean, for example, my dear friends, he is concerned about poor people. He is helping, and his heart is open for everybody, especially for the people who are put aside from the society. That means he is going to the people, to the downtrodden people, not welcomed. He is going to them. So like that, we should also go to other people who are really in need of love and support, my dear friends. Christmas is the starting point for us to strengthen ourselves. And secondly, we are called to serve other people, especially those who are really in need of many things, whether it is spiritual things or material things. They need our help. My dear friends, this is a message which I want to give you as my gift to you, and I wish you and your family and your friends, whomever you will see and speak, please give my Christmas greetings, and wish you, all of you, Merry Christmas, and start the new year very well. God is with us. Bye-bye.